that time again. Time for some exciting Formula One action. Who will emerge victorious in the Battle of Baku? Well, we're just about ready to get underway. Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The Baku city circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and it's made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town, and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge where the smallest of mistakes could lead to a catastrophic consequence for any one of our drivers. It's that time again. Time for some exciting...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it certainly is that time again. Thank you, Crofty, as I welcome you to Southern Cross Racing. I'm your host, Simi Skate. With me, as always, is the man, of course, yes, the trusty steed, Mr. Housey. How are you, mate?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone tuning into this one. Yeah, up against it at the moment. Bit of a rough week. Everything seems to be frantic, but hey, that is life. We deal with it, we move on, we push forward.
We certainly do, and of course, folks, it's one-shot qualifying for this, well, to determine the grid for the sprint race, yes. Change it up a little bit, of course, and, well, the drivers know that. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty frantic, of course. Get through the sprint, and then, of course, yeah, the grid will determine, well, the order of the sprint race will determine the grid for the feature race. It's going to happen pretty quick smart here, Housey. So we're not going to have too much leeway, of course. But while we've got a bit of time, there's been a couple of followers, of course. One of these boys well, he's been in the server for about a couple of weeks, of course, but well, about a week and a half, and he's now a full-time driver, of course. I'm going to call him Pars, and there he is there. Going to put that up for him, of course, and thank you very much for your follow. And, of course, VSC F1, they followed as well, so put that up there as well. And thank you very much for your follow. And there it is there, of course. And, well, as I have a bit of a glance at the chat here, Housey, have a look at that. It's the Masso. The Masso is back in town. And, yeah, he's back. Couldn't keep him away there, Housey. And he's loving it. He's loving it. He's loving the new game, of course. And, well, there we go. There he is there. Just go with Z, he reckons. Yeah, Z's probably pretty good. Yeah, Z's good. We'll do that. So, yeah, there you go.
You'll get renamed anyway.
No.
That's the thing here.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm sure it'll be to your liking, but I mean, yeah, I just asked B1, B2 about theirs. So, anyway, we'll push on. We're stuck in it. We're in it here, Housey, at the moment. Wow, where you look at this. Look at these camera views. Absolutely. It's sort of bouncing around all over the joint. I'm going to get rid of that menu. I'm going to get rid of that and just leave that up. We can sort of see what's going on. And no use really commentating this here, Housey.
I'm going to say this is a first for me. I've never done this. This is
yeah, it is actually.
I'm trying to see if I can bring something.
No, actually, you can't. You just can't, mate. It's just one of those things where you just sort of you let it roll. Yeah, you let it roll, mate.
Yeah.
You let it
I can
roll.
tell you one thing. It's not going to be Brad Taylor on this pole for the sprint. That's all I can tell you. Flicking through the drivers. The nose to tail, pretty much. I think Tactical's up at the front at the moment, I believe.
He certainly is.
Maybe just by a little bit. Oh, Izzy Bro's made a mistake. Just in the entry of the castle section, I can tell you that.
I'll tell you what, that's going to catch a few people out. Oh, dearie me, I think. Oh, did I?
Who is?
EM4 has left the session. What the?
Oh, yeah, do you want me to see if I've got him? Let's see if I've got him.
He's got to get in before Alright, so
There he is.
He's like, hurry up, Johnny. There he is there. He's lagged out. He said, hurry up. Fix that Macca's Wi-Fi of yours there, son. And I'll tell you what, he's got to invest in something. What he's got. Fury. Fury's done it. Fury snatched pole. Fury has snatched. He'd be loving that. He'd be I'll tell you what. He sort of flies under the radar a little bit, doesn't he, Fury? So, Well, I'll tell you what, House,
Yes.
he's done an absolute stellar job. There you go, Fury on top of that timing chart. So have a look at that. 41, 1, 1, 1, if you don't mind. And no points for pole here, Housey. Of course, it will be how they finish in the sprint race, of course, fastest laps. And, well, where they finish, of course, they'll get the pole position race as if it was a normal race for the feature, of course, regarding on where they finish, regarding the groups and so on and so forth. So that's how we're going to do it. And, yeah, that's pretty much about it, mate. So, unfortunately, didn't see times from Duels, Izzy Bro, Johnny M4, and Brad Tay. So, yeah.
No, those guys, I think most of them down there knew that they'd made a mistake and
Oh, apologies.
decided that was it.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. This is for you, Fury. I almost forgot.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
There you go. I think that's his first pole. I think this is his first pole here, Housey, this season.
Fury?
Yeah, this season.
Hang on, hang on.
Oh, the Bible's coming out. I like it. it.
Yeah. Previous best, I believe, was 4th.
Oof. Interesting.
Yes, so yes, that if we're counting that as a pole, which I'm still never sure of whether it's pole or not. Sprint race winner, I suppose. So yes, it's pole. Fury's first pole.
Beautiful.
And he's to be fair, I mean, just looking over the things again, he hasn't had a bad result yet. He's Mr. Consistent so far. Here we go then. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're go!
Absolutely, we are going.
Here we are. There
We certainly are. We're straight into it.
Yeah.
And a great start there by Fury.
Who was that? Brad Brain Tray having a right slapper off the start, down the back.
Whoa. And Paz is around. Z is around. Paz. Z is around. He did say just call him Z. And he's around there. Down in 15th position at the moment. Because he can up there in P3 there, Housey. Doing a stunning job. And, excuse me, BCP, your man. BCP there in P4. Of course, sprint race. Only 9 laps. And I'll just bring up these telemetries. Jesus, I'm a bit behind the 8 ball here, Housey. They've all gone the medium. Have a look at that. And, well, there you go. Of course, the soft doesn't last too long around here, folks. As we find our bearings, of course, it's been a bit of a hectic start. But, of course, all so far so good. It's the castle section, which is the danger. And, yeah.
And that is a problem. T8's hit the wall in the castle section. A few of the lads doing well to avoid him, but T8's out. That's him done. Safety car.
Ouch.
Got a safety car. Yeah, T8's car in the wall. Just on the entry to the castle section. What is that, turn 7? So, let's hope it doesn't stay out for 3 laps, because that could ruin this. It shouldn't do.
Yeah, well, the field is pretty close together, isn't it? But, I mean, it's a long lap around here, Housey, as you do know. So, I mean, well, there you go. Izzy Bro in the chat. He's having connection issues. He reckons everyone is an X. So let's just go to the car in front and have a look. So, yeah, no. Well, there you go. If it's Izzy Bro having connection issues, everyone is connected. Absolutely there, mate. So, you've had a couple of issues there with your connection there, Izzy. And hopefully you can get that sorted, man, because it's hurting you, mate. It's hurting you big time. And we haven't actually seen the Izzy Bro in full flight here, Housey. And it's sort of...
Oh, hang on. Someone's got wrong. Wait, who's that? It was a Cadillac. Was that just someone at turn 1 there? Called it out of my peripheral. It might have been JC, I'm not sure.
Well, I hope not.
Having a little moment.
Behind safety car.
Yeah, well, it was a strange one, but yeah, okay. We move on. So let's have a quick look at these position changes. Might as well, seeing as we've got a minute to fill. Macedonia in P6 then, on his return, up 4 spots in that... my mind's gone blank. Milwaukee. Jeez. In that Milwaukee car. Quiet Cake. Up 3 spots. Good start from Quiet Cake there, actually, in the Yahoo. Quietly going about his business since he's come in. Izzy is up 5 at the moment.
Well, Izzy's disconnected. You can see you can see he's ghosting, so
yeah,
he's sort of got connection issues, so yeah, he's struggling. Not too sure if this will
yeah, so we've got the Duels behind him. up 3 spots. Johnny M4 had a good start as well, continuing his, again, decent form as of late. Ray Trey stayed where he is. Brad Tay up 3 spots on that qualifying. Z down 7 then. Scotty down 7.
Yeah.
Hopefully, let's hope it goes in this lap. Let's keep an eye on this.
Let's hope so. We'll just keep an eye on these lights, of course. Once those lights go out, Housey, we all know the safety car's coming in, so it usually tells you before any warning or whatsoever. And if it's going to be called now, geez, it's a bit of a late call, but yeah, we'll wait and see how this one pans out, mate. But so far, excuse me, looks like we're going around again, mate.
We're going to go again. We're going to go again.
Yep.
The Mercedes AMG safety car doing its business out in the front.
Well, I mean, you've got the Bible there handy. I'm assuming there. Mate.
Yeah, I was just thinking what we could talk about there for a second. I mean, all right, so let's have a
come on, mate. How's his stats? I know you love it. Come on, mate.
All right. Most places gained then, that's over obviously the qualifying position to race finish. Have a guess then, come on, who's your money on? Who's leading that one at the moment?
Well, you know what? I'm going to go the Old Faithful. The Old Faithful will be Blue Dog. Blue Dog will be,
yeah.
I reckon Blue Dog will be leading most places gained for sure, mate.
You would have thought that, wouldn't you? Yeah, I would have probably stabbed it in the dark at that one as well, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's the guy in 7th position here.
Mad
in the
Mac.
BP, one of his teammates, Mad Mac, yeah. Plus 24 positions so far. Hasn't actually lost positions in a race so far.
He does his thing, doesn't he? He goes about it pretty quietly, but he does his thing. He just keeps the business going, doesn't he? Keeps that money ticking over, does the Mac. And yeah, it's great watching him go about it, isn't it?
It certainly is, you know, again. Yeah. That's why I like to try and keep track of some stuff in the background, because it just paints pictures, if you're that way inclined. Which obviously I'm sad enough to be, so...
Well...
I'm old now, so...
Oh, dearie me, Housey. I mean, we're both on the mic here, so I think it's our job to sort of paint the picture a little bit. So, we're both in the same boat in that regard, so... But anyway, push on, mate, push on.
Indeed, so we're just getting to that point where it should be called, I think. Yeah. So, we will go green this time round. Leave us with what? 6-lap sprint. Sprint. Yeah, is that what we're going with here?
Is that like left, right, left, right, left, right?
Yeah. Sprint. It still hasn't said it. Here we go.
There
well,
it is. Well, we. Oh, Jesus.
But okay. We resume. Okay, right. You do your thing at the front. I'm going to watch a few of the guys towards the back end on this restart.
No problem there, Housey. We're going to sit with, as I always do, sit with the P2 man. Don't want to give anyone an inkling on when Fury decides to go. But of course, he's doing the right thing by himself, of course, given that safety car plenty of space. Safety car's about to enter that pit lane right about now there, Housey. So it's not until it crosses that line. So there it is about there. So it's anyone's guess from this point on when Fury decides to go. Of course, Fury knows the rules, and even speed is what he's got to keep when he decides. And well, there you go. There you go. He's almost caught. Oh, I tell you what, Housey, that was close. That was a very good restart on the straight. He's sort of giving himself all that opportunity not to get past into turn 1 by tactical, but so far so good. What a restart there by Fury.
Yeah, bit of carbon flying at the back. I think it's train again. Double check the damage in a second. I was just trying to keep an eye. I think Izzy's back in his car, so I think Izzy's good.
Yeah, he looks
just
like he is.
Just in case.
Yeah, he certainly is, mate. He certainly is back in his car, and that's good to see. Of course, yes. Lap 4 of lap 9 on this sprint race here, Housey. I tell you what, it's anyone's guess.
M4's got wing damage. It was M4's carbon that I saw flying, so he's struggling down there in 11th.
He certainly is there, mate.
Not a place you want wing damage.
No, definitely not. definitely not. Nowhere around here, of course. And of course, these boys are at Singapore next week as well, so probably a nice little precursor to that one there, of course, as we do know that is a tough track. Johnny M4's gone straight on, there you go, and just got it all wrong there. So there you go, he'll slot back in 15th place. He'll probably go in, get a nose change, and resume this race, mate.
Yep, obviously, keep going, keep on, keeping on, as you would say. Duels, looking quite racy behind the back of Izzy, but can't get the job done. Izzy actually doing a good job at the moment, but he's going to run deep here.
Hey, that's unfortunate from Izzy. And I was just on board with Dulsey, and that's brought out the safety car. That has brought out the safety car.
Going to win him. Oh, that was hilarious. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but Johnny 04 comes into the corner there with no front wing, well, obviously no end plate. Couldn't make the corner. Izzy's car sat there, and he's pulled it up, literally a Rizzler paper between the cars, and then Izzy's car's like disappeared from track. That was a class pull-up, M4. If you're listening, that was good. I like that.
Well, there you go. Z into the pit lane. Of course, just had a bit of a shocker. Of course, he's just got to keep it going, doesn't he? How's he, of course, and just see where he ends up. Of course, probably what, two more laps for one safety car, so it's going to be what, a 3-lap dash, not even. But yeah, what's he going to put on the softs, of course, and that's going to help him here. How's he? Johnny M4 should do the same thing. Throw on a set of softs, and I dare say, that's it. And these two boys here, the ones that we are going to watch. Of course, there you go. Yes, Izzy needs an invite. Izzy needs an invite. He's going to reset. So,
All right, so safety car then. Let's have a quick rundown of the order then. So Fury still holds the lead, P1. Tactical sits P2 then. Milwaukee of Because I Can sits P3. BCP, Mr. Consistent again, to be fair, up there, P4. He's always there or thereabouts. He's just like one of those, maybe we should start calling him the Fly. Just one of those things that you could just never get rid of, can you?
I don't think
he's not a pest, but you just never get rid of him. He's just always there.
I don't think you'd be too impressed with the Fly, though, would you?
I'm sure he'll giggle. He's a good lad.
He's a good lad. But
maybe some other in.
We're on air, Housey. I've got to be careful. Oh, dearie me. So, at least we're laughing here, mate.
Well, exactly that. Your guy then sits P5. Macedonia 6th. Mad Mac again 7th. White Cake, as I said earlier, 8th, still an 8th. Dools 9th. Red Tate up to 10th now. Train in 11th. Scotty 12th. Z then in 13th. M4 in 14th. We've lost Izzy and T8 from this one.
I'll tell you what though, Housey, on return, the lad only bought the game. The lad only bought the game. Look, he only bought the game a couple of days ago, to be fair. And where is he? P6 at the moment, the Masso. And great to have him back out there on track, of course, and slotted into that Milwaukee team quite nicely. So the Group 2, he's slotted into Group 2. It's going to give him a little bit of time to find his feet here, folks, but very impressive to see they're in P6 at the moment.
Yep, he's like a bike, and he just,
yeah.
never forget. It's just like water off a duck's back. No worries, it's all good. Yep, too easy. I got this. So yeah, Masso, great to see him back. How many have we had? We're gonna go in this time? I'm not sure.
Well, we've got I think who was that? Bray Train noticing what was going on there, and I think he's put on a set of softs as well. So it's just him and Johnny M4 to catch the pack. I'm sure they'll do it very, very soon, and we'll get racing. So dare say the safety car will be in this lap, huh?
Yep, hopefully. Let's keep our fingers crossed for that one. So currently, I'm just having a flick here just to see if we can fill here for a second. So team wins so far. Cadillac Andretti taking the spoils with 3 at the moment. Barbie got 2 behind them, so Barbie will be looking to equalise that one here. Obviously, it is Barbie versus Cadillac Andretti at the front of this one. Tactical and Fury doing battle once again, as it was last week. So
And yeah, they've become sparring partners
Yeah.
this season, haven't they?
I was just about to say something along those lines. Yeah, seem to be liking the B1, B2 vibe and wanting a bit of it. Sharing the love in the community.
Safety
Lovely,
car
what we
is
wanna
in
see.
this lap, and that is a mega late
Another
call.
late
Well,
call.
well,
Yeah.
we didn't leave the boys with any opportunity. Look at that. There's okay, we're about to get racing again, folks. We're going to sit with Tack and see when Fury caught him napping a little bit last time out here, Housey. But I'm sure because that was a late safety car, he will probably leave this as late as possible, I dare say. Because the field is that close. I mean, doesn't want to give him a run. And there you go. Fury has gone. He's absolutely gone. Great restart. Absolutely done that. That's 2 textbooks in a row, but I'm not too sure. Have a look at Tack, because he can. Having a bit of a look there as well there. Excuse me, Housey. And Banana Cake Pie just having a bit of a sneaky peek. And, well, they all slot in quite nicely going through turn 1 there, Housey. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I think it's all relatively clean towards the back as well. I'm just trying to keep half an eye on these soft boys to see what is going on between those. See if they've got some pace here. I'm sure they'll pick up quite quickly. Not managed to make up anything just as of yet. 12th, 13th, 14th, those guys all on the softs.
Yeah, absolutely there, Housey. But the battles at the front, I think they're just sort of feeling each other out, of course. No DRS, that's the killer here, Housey. They've just gone through a safety car period. I dare say the DRS will be enabled on that last lap there, mate. So, yeah, they're sort of going to have to, they're going to see it, they're going to want it, it's going to be there, the temptation is there. But yeah, it's just a matter of sort of tucking in and just being patient. If you can get that job done based on exit, oh, well, all credit to you, of course. But yeah, as we do know, these cars sort of equal each other out a little bit at top speed, don't they, mate?
They can do, yeah. Just keeping an eye. Oh, because I can is deep in there. He's got it stopped though, just about. Because I can trying to hold on the back, and he's actually doing quite a good job of holding on the back here.
He's doing a stellar job, yeah.
Just making a little bit of a gap to BCP and JC behind. They've got their own little ding dong over 4th here, I believe. Oh, we've got a caution yellow.
That's Bray Train.
It is, yeah, Bray Train.
But
Struggling on the exit.
just having a bit of a look.
Oh, here we go. We've got the lead's changed. Tactical's got him. Sorry. Fastest lap and moves himself to P1. Tactical. He's got to make no mistakes now. Look forward, not backwards, if he wants this one, because Fury isn't going to let him go. Because I can, not going to let these two go either.
Because he can. Well, what a drive from him. And
Yeah,
yeah, he's having a good old look. He'll be loving this. Of course, because he can, a Group 3 driver. Those 2 boys in front of him are Group 1s, and he's hanging on for dear life. Look at him have a bit of a sneaky peek. Fury there, and he's enjoying this one, is because he can. And BCP sort of got his mirrors full with JC as well. So these 2 boys having a bit of a stab at the Group 2 department, of course.
Oh.
And Macedonian there in Group 2 as well, of course, on his return race in P6. Mad Mac just doing Mad Mac things. P7. Well, Quiet Cake. Good to see him there. He's holding his own there. He's got his teammate Dools behind him. And not too sure if we're going to see team orders here or not here, Housey. Of course, Doolsy being the Group 1. Quiet Cake in their Group 4. I'll tell you what, the groups are very close this year on how they are lapping. So, very impressive by a lot of the boys.
It is. Obviously, look, at the end of the day, this is a sprint.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, Quiet Cake maybe not going to follow the team orders here. They're on the same tyres, same strategy. I mean, we'll see. He's got 1 lap to let him through if he's going to. Is he, bro? Back in the lobby, at least. Johnny and 4. Those softs really haven't worked, although Z now closing up on the back of Bradtay, maybe looking for a move here over P11th. Tactical goes even faster again then with a 1:43.564, and Z is looking for this move. But he's again stalled out, as you just mentioned him before. Perfect example. Going to be done on the brakes.
Yeah, of course it is.
Smart
Soft
driver.
there, soft compound. Just maximise the use of that sticky stuff, and absolutely job done. Good move from Z. Up into P11 is the lad, so shaping up quite nicely for this feature race, of course. And well, that's where the real points are. These drivers know it. Whoa, who is that going deep?
Because it's got it wrong.
Oh, dearie me, just caught this snippet of
That's
that.
it.
And
Yeah.
well, I think has he
Your
got it?
guy on the last lap, I think. No, he's fine. I think
He's
he's fine. I
fine,
didn't see
yeah.
anything fly, but I think that's his chance. He's going to have to settle for that P3, which is still an absolutely amazing result. Fury looks like he's settled for this P2 now as well. Tacticals to lose this one now. What else we got going down? Duels and Quiet Cake, those two are still pretty close. Down through the castle section here. Quiet Cake, oh, not giving it up. Fair enough, I think,
Well,
on this occasion.
I'm sure Dulzy did get ahead, but must have made a mistake because Quiet Cake finds himself back in front. So, yeah, not too sure what happened there, Housey. I was kind of watching what was going on between Z and Johnny M4 there a little bit, and Scotty's got his mirrors full as well, excuse me. So there's quite a little bit of action, but we're going to flick right back up to the top because Tactical Genius, he's going to take the honours here on the sprint race, of course. P1 for the tack. And, well, another sterling job from this man. Barbie F1. And, thank God for tack. P1 for him. P2 to Fury. Excuse me, because he can. What a great drive from him. P3 for him. JC, P4 in the end. And he'll be loving that, will the JC. And BCP, P5. So, not too sure there, Housey. Did they make a bit of an error or something? We must have missed that. Excuse me. Macedonian in P6 on his return race. And, well, Mad Mac, as I did say, doing Mac things in P7. Dulzy in the end did get his teammate in P8, of course. Quiet Cake P9. Scotty will take P10. Z in P11. Johnny M4 P12. Brad Tay P13. And, of course, there he is there. Bray Train, the man that doesn't give up. He keeps on keeping on. Great. Good on him. Takes the checker flag in P14.
Yeah, well, that concludes the sprint. And we'll move over to the pizza. Tactical taking driver of the day in the sprint.
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does. And, well, excuse me. And we'll just flick to the result, of course. And there it is there, so we can get this all done for the stewards. I might as well put this up for Tack because, I mean, it is pole position, really, once you look at it. So
Yes,
there you go, Tack. Have that, mate.
pole position. Yes.
Bit of Seb, of course. We all love a bit of Seb. As we'll flick down to the bottom, of course, for the stewards to get that timings all done and all that sort of stuff for the points for the championship tables. And I'll tell you what, Housey, we're going to get stuck straight into this feature race, of course. 16 runners, folks. And unfortunately, a couple of guys pulled out late, which is unfortunate. Would have loved to have seen them around here, of course. Blue Dog. I did not get to select the setup. Boo. Johnny M4, of course, he holds the lap record around here too, and we all know he's kind of handy, but I'll tell you what, it would have been handy to see Blue Dog around here as well. Unfortunately, he's missing tonight, but yeah, could probably see him next week. I do know he likes Singapore there, Housey.
Yep, again, as you said, he's not bad around here either, so
Yeah, he's not bad around
tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously doing a good job so far this season,
Certainly is.
So we're going to get into this one. It's just going to... we still got formation off, yes?
Yes.
Are we on broadcast? I've seen people start running this broadcast thing.
Yeah, I don't...
recently.
Yeah, I'm going to do a test this weekend, so get a lobby together or something like that, mate, and yeah, we'll run through a few things.
Yep, maybe worth a look. I mean, I don't know, but at least the only beneficial thing about doing a broadcast formation it gives us 5 seconds to be able to like get our head switched on rather than it's just go.
Well, get ready. We've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
Give me my telemetry, for God's sake.
The lights are out and we are away. Great start there by Tactical, but have a look at Fury on the inside. Fury's going to take him into turn 1. Fury up into P1 and have a look at that there, Housey. Brilliant start from the lad.
Yep, just trying to keep an eye towards the back. It looks fairly clean at the moment. I don't think there was any contact Or damage, certainly. A little bit of rubbing perhaps in places, but all looks good so far. So good clean start from the lads.
It really does there,
Very good to
Housey. Of
see.
course, Izzy Bro and Z having a bit of a tussle.
Izzy.
Oh, and Brad Tay. Was that Brad Tay?
he's round.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was
JC's round.
There you go, JC around.
Was it?
Yeah, it certainly was. Certainly was JC down there in 16th. And that has hurt him big time. He'll have to go get himself all fixed up there. But yeah, not too sure what happened there, Housey. Izzy Bro is jumping spots. Have a look at Izzy Bro go. He's already up in a P9. He's just got by Dulcie and settling in quite nicely is the lad.
Oh, yeah. Johnny M4 right behind Cake as well here. Cake's had a decent start again here, up to P7. So good job from the lad. But Johnny M4 all over him. Going to be looking for a move, of course, very soon. I think that's it. I think we've just got JC with damage. Is all I can see. Was all I can see. So I think
Johnny falls. Johnny's around. Johnny's around. Johnny's around. And that is Quiet Cake's out as well. What happened to Quiet Cake? Oh, he's got it wrong as well.
Trade in the wall as well.
Deary me. Deary me. And well, we track specifics there as Quiet Cake gets that massively wrong. Johnny M4, well, he just got a bit happy on that loud pedal there, Housey. We did catch the end of that. And just lit up those rears and around he went, of course, and lucky to keep all four wheels. And Bray Train, there he is there. Oh, who is that? Who is that? Oi!
Oi, yep, who was that? Who is that? Sat the wrong way. That's Z. Z sat the wrong way there through the last couple of corners. So there's going to be some damage here. We've got some people coming in the pits. We have got a full safety car now. It's a tactical in. Duel's in. He's having a wing. Radtay's in. Switching to the hards. Mac in as well. There's Johnny M4. So a few of the lads pitting there. Got a little bit clustered. I think Quiet Cake hit the wall on the exit. That is, what, turn 16, I think? No, 15. So hit the wall on the exit at 15, and then a few of the guys had nowhere to go behind him. Caused a bit of a chaos, but that's what happened. So,
yeah, as BCP says, this is stupid. Yeah, well, Z's DNF is, and Scotty's left the session. What's going on here? What is going on here, Housey?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to pick up here. Now, I'm just focusing because Fury did stop underneath that this safety car. So he has switched to the hards. Mad Mac put on the hards. Jules put on the hards. Brad Tate also on the hards. Johnny M4 put a set of softs on. So Fury doing the strap thing, obviously, as he's known for, but switched to the hards early on. Kozakin, and then in P2 on the softs at the moment. Kozakin's going to be looking for a sharp restart when we get this one going. That's for sure. BCP up into P3. He'll want to sit with him, I'm sure. Masso, there he is. The return of the mass. Return of the mass.
Sorry there, Housey. I was just sort of few things in the background, mate.
No, I know you was.
And getting Scotty back in, of course. And yeah, do apologise, Scotty. It took me a while to realise that you were completely out. And then, yeah, it took me a while to, send you an invite. So I do apologise for that. And yeah, he's back.
He's in the box now.
He's back. So JC in the pit lane. Is that JC? It certainly is JC going in the pit lane. So still in the safety car and lap 3 and where are we? This safety car happy F123, isn't it? Holy moly. Brings it out almost at a whim. Just imagine if you had red flags turned on. Jesus Christ.
Well, again, it's selective, isn't it? There's times when you think, that should be a safety car, and it isn't, and then there's others which you think, well...
I don't know, this game's a bit different though, Housey. This game's more like, there's a spinner, bang, safety car. Like, let's give it a spell.
Yep, it's a little bit like that, more so, I'd say, this time. You know, again, it's lap 1, lap 2. I mean, the field are all pretty bunched. There's enough time to clear the car, you know, in terms of all it takes is just removing it from the track magically, like Paul Daniels comes in, waves his magic wand, and poof, he's gone.
Wow.
You know, I mean,
How does that go again, mate?
she's gone.
Great sound effects from you.
Sorry, it should be more like abracadabra and she's gone.
Jeez.
Rest in peace, Paul Daniels. What a legend of the magic world. So, magic aside,
Yes, Housey.
yes, we should concentrate here. So let's have a quick look whilst we are, again, doing our filling rolls. So, position change then. Izzy broke up 10 spots at the moment in P5. Excellent start from Izzy then. T8 up 9 spots. That's another good start from T8.
It certainly is.
Up in 7th. Yeah, and then we've got Brain Train. The tongue twister, I always just with his name, but yeah, Train and Brain Train. Up 5 spots into 9th as well, so good job for them so far. So what have we got?
There you go. Fury's the first of the stoppers, of course. And
Yeah.
then you've got Mad Mac, Dulzy, and of course Brad Tate. Excuse me, your guy JC. And Johnny M4, who stopped twice, but this safety car has helped him a lot because, excuse me, I mean, it's sort of no man's land to have a pit stop anyway, but at least he's not half a lap down, I guess. So, yeah, look for these guys to come through, of course, and not too sure what they were thinking, of course. We're only on, lap 4 now here, Housey, and the boys have already done a pit stop, so I'm not too sure. The guys did not have damage, the ones that did take that stop. So we're talking the Fury and Mad Mac and all those types. So, yeah, different way of thinking, mate.
Yep, indeed. So, sorry, I was just checking some things in the background.
No, I'm just reading BCP. BCP. He's playing Pokemon. He's playing Pokemon in between safety cars. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous, the safety car frequency, mate. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, mate. Maybe it's just safety car trigger happy, and when there's walls, it just pulls them out willy nilly. So.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
Hey?
Alright, sorry. So, I've gone into some menus just to check the race director, and now I'm stuck in the race director. I'm going to have to bolt out of this one. Can you chuck me an invite?
Yeah,
Actually, I might still have.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, this game, seriously. Ugh.
I'll send Housey some invites. Housey, I'll just put you on mute briefly so you can chat to me. I can hear you, but they can't hear you. It's probably the safest way to describe that. I can't. I just have to wait till you bow out of that session. Yep. Just give us 1 second, Housey. There you go. So safety car in this lap, folks. And yeah, we're about to get racing. We are seeing because he can. You're still on mute, Housey. Thank God for that. And let us know when you're back in, and I'll flick you off mute so they can hear you speak instead of the beautiful noises that I'm listening to. All right, so Housey has just joined the session, and he's eager to get stuck into this one as we sit behind because he can, as waiting for Tactical to pull the pin, of course, and well, let's just wait and see when he's going to get this one underway. Lap 4, approaching lap 5 of 26 of this one. And there you go. Tack has gone. Tack has gone. And because he did not get, well, he wasn't caught napping there, was he? And of course, Macedonian, can't count him out. He loves a good tussle. And they're in P4, of course. Let's have a look what's going on as Mad Mac and Dools do battle. Scotty and T8 is there as well. Oh, who was that? Who was that? Not too sure there, Housey. I think that was a BP, a Barbie getting a bit all out of shape out of turn 3 there. And let's just see how they all pan out. So far, so good after this restart, Housey.
You can turn me off mute, but I am back. Fury making up positions on the restart there after that pit stop. So Fury up to 7th. Got his teammate behind him, his rear gunner. So that's good news for him. Mad Mac looking all over the back of T8 though. Not the best of restarts for the guys down the back. When I jumped back in, just went to my auto position towards the rear. Some of them caught napping a little bit, I think, on that restart. From what I saw, probably shows there from sort of Bray train down, maybe just missed the go a little bit, perhaps. Oh, Dawes super close
Who
to
was
the wall
that?
there. Oh, who's that?
That's Izzy,
Oh,
bro. That's Izzy, bro. Mad Max clipped him. Oh, dearie me.
Bro's still got his wheels on his wagon. Mad Mac, unfortunately, doesn't with that incident. So Mad Mac now, unfortunately, nowhere to go. And out of this one. Oh, we've got another. What is going on in that turn as well? Who's in the wall there? Dawes is in the wall. Again, that turn 15, tricky corner. So Dawes in the wall, causing a bit of an issue there, I think. Bray train. Oh, Izzy's out. Full on through the turns 17 with no front wing. And unfortunately, oh, he's done the same. Dawes has just done the same thing. Full on the throttle, or at least not slowing down enough by the looks of it. No front wing, no downforce, no turn. And they both hit the wall and retired from this session. So Izzy, Dawes, Mad Mac, we've just lost all three in the space of a lap. Bray train in the pits, Masso in the pits. I think because I can, did he pit there as well? I think he did. Yep, showing one stop, and he's now got the fresh set of mediums on. So because I can switch to the mediums, Macedonia switches to the hard, as does Train. We are again under safety car here. T8 went. That's where the tactical still in the lead of this one. BCP up to P2 now. Scotty into P3. Fury up to P4 after already stopping. Let me just check that. Yeah, so the top three, tactical, BCP, Scotty, not stopped yet. Fury then, first one to stop in P4. T8 yet to stop in P5. Your guy sits P6. He's stopped. Johnny M4 obviously stopped those twice, as Skate said earlier. But he sits P7. He does have the soft tyre fitted though, so he's going to need to stop again regardless. Brad Tay sits P8, he's pitted. Because I can now P9, he pitted this lap for the mediums, obviously, as I said. Macedonia 10th, Braytoy 11th. That completes the field as it sits at the moment. So yeah, Johnny M4, the only one set out there on soft tyres, 3 lap old. I mean, they've got some laps in them yet, so he'll be looking to get a decent run once we go green again. What else can we bring in? Let's see who, it should still be tactical, I believe. Still holding the fastest lap. It is tactical with a 156.656. Who's next closest? I don't really want to go into the race director, seeing as it absolutely crapped itself on me the last time. 58, 58, 52. So I think because I can, the next one down, second fastest lap so far, 157.2. So again, because I can, showing his pace in the feature race as well as he did in the sprint race there before. So what have we got? We've got how many? Let me just count this on the fly. 1, 2, 3. 3 Barbies in the race still. Got only one BP left in the race. So not good for BP this time out. They've been doing a good job, obviously, up to now. Missing Blue Dog, as we've mentioned tonight. But BCP, the lone soldier in this one now for BP. And we got what? Cadillac Andretti. So they're sitting P4, P5, P6 at the moment. They're holding that down at mid to front pack there. 4th, 5th, and 6th. All the Cadillacs. Bray Train still in this one as well in the Cadillac. So they've still got 4 cars in this race, down in 11th, Bray Train. And who are we missing? Milwaukee, I guess. So Milwaukee has just got M4, and because I can in this, and Macedonia. So they're 7th, 9th, and 11th at the moment for Milwaukee. Keeps you up to date with that. And while we're going to get rid of this safety car this lap, let's hope so. We can get this race properly going. Hopefully the mistakes are all out of the way. I mean, it is an easy track to make a mistake on, and if you do make a mistake, you're obviously going to end up in the wall, which unfortunately ends up being a bit of an obstacle for the drivers behind. Sometimes there's just not much time or not enough time to make adjustments to miss a stricken car, and unfortunately we've seen that a few times. Race control then, safety car is in this lap, so we're going to go green. We're going to get this one back underway. I agree. We are about to go racing. So, Tactical will lead this one away. It's obviously up to him. He's got this one down. What's he going to do? He's seen Fury do it twice, obviously in the sprint. And it looks like he has gone. So Tactical gone from this one. BCP maybe just caught a little bit, but Scotty was the one not caught napping out the front three here. Got to wait for the line, so he has waited for the line, but can't get this move done. Few movements towards the back of the grid I see between Macedonia, because of Cambrai train. They're having a bit of a fight there. Brad Tay getting it wrong, or on the exit of turn one has cost him. Macedonia is passed, because of Cam is passed, so Brad Tay drops a couple of positions on the restart there. Tactical still holding the lead of this one from BCP. Scotty still sitting with BCP. Fury in a really good position here is Fury in P4. He needs to just play this one smart. He knows the guys ahead of him haven't boxed yet. Fury obviously has, so T8 behind him hasn't either, off from my memory. So doesn't need to really worry about T8 at this point in time either, and being his teammate. I'm sure there'll be no pass made there on Fury. Change my telemetries because I've got the wrong gap up interval. That is better. Right, so because I can, your guy M4, that's probably the battle here at the moment. On board with JC, I am sat because I can, looking for a move here. This could, oh, whew. This is a section of the track where one wrong move and it's game over. Because I can. Smart driving backed out of that one, even though he had a little bit of a run. Battle's still on though between these three. M4 doing everything he can to hold on. He's got those 5-lap-old softs on compared to the hards of your guy and the mediums of Because I Can. So we've got a battle between all three tyres here. I think Johnny M4 is going to suffer here. Eventually, Tactical with another fastest lap then. Can't stop the tap from the fastest lap at the moment. And this is just the area then. Your guy's stalling out, as we spoke about earlier, Because I Can lost a bit of ground there. So Fury's probably now the battle to watch here, because he's having a look at the back of Scotty. As M4 then does lose those positions in the end to Because I Can and your guy. But here goes Fury round the outside into 5, is it? Yes. Turn 3. This is close between Fury and Scotty. They're going to lock wheels here. Oh, they did just a little bit. Fury still looking for this move round the outside, which turns to the inside. Oh, he's lost the rear on exit. Scotty's tapped him. I don't know if he's got any damage. He tapped him there. Fury losing the back. T8 came through as well, so he's got his rear gunner. T8 making the place on Scotty there. So, just unfortunate. Macedonia now gets the place on Johnny M4 for 8th down in the pack. So it's Because I Can and JC that are really on the hunt here, it seems to be. They've got the fresher tyres from 6th down. Looking like they've got pace as well. Scotty's hit the wall. Scotty's hit the wall. Does move aside, does he? And yeah, he does. Good drive in there, Scotty. Moves aside, lets your guy and Because I Can through. He's hit the wall, he needs a wing. Let's just hope he backs off between these corners here and doesn't do what some of the others have done. Yep, negotiates it nicely to Scotty. DRS enabled then. Lap 10 of this one. starting to fly by. 16 laps remaining. Tactical still holds the lead. BCP still in second. Fury now obviously up to P3. Scotty dropping down the order as he boxes. Oh, Johnny M4 running deep into turn one. It's going to give Brad Tay a chance. It does. So Brad Tay. Oh, M4's not giving it up. Oh, that's close. Brad Tay managing to get the job done around the outside. Good move from Brad Tay. Just about enough room from M4 given. So now, because I can, probably the closest gap here. Having a great little battle with your guy. So I want to keep a look on this one for a minute here. Because I can, JC. Because I can, got those mediums on. Really needs to get this job, or wants to get this job done on JC. Oh, who's that in the wall? T8, he's in the wall on the entry to the castle section. Turn 7, I believe it is. He's out.
And that's
Another
a safety car.
car.
I do apologise, Housey. I was
You're
busy in the background, but yeah, there you go. So T8 unit out of this one. I'll tell you what, Azerbaijan, these boys, last race and this race, I mean, you can't, no excuses for last race. It was Monza, it's open. This race, Azerbaijan, you could say, yeah, excuses, but I mean, silly stuff. Some of them, and well, there you go. Got to call it as we see it there, mate. And I'm sure that they know themselves. But yeah, some of them quite unlucky. But yeah, I'm not too sure about a couple of them there. But anyway, we'll push on, mate. We'll push on. Lap 10
Yep,
of
so
20.
Tactical's going to box here, is he? Is he going to box under the safety car? Yes, sorry to cut you off, but it's obviously to do with the leader here. So Tactical's going to get rid of these mediums. BCP going to do the same, I would imagine. Yes, he is. What's Fury? Fury's boxing again then, so Fury's going to go back to the mediums here, I guess. Going to sit him in a nice position again. Tactical putting on hards, actually. Your guy's staying out then, so your guy stayed out. 8 lap old hards. Macedonia also staying out. 5 lap old hards. Train also staying out on those 5 lap old hards. So I'll just let the last couple of guys get out of the box. So there's no point me rambling about it and then it all changes again. So I'll just wait. I'll just be patient. We'll give it a second. And then as soon as we're under safety car, we can definitely be sure what we're talking about here. So I believe that is it now. Johnny M4 has exited the box. So current running order then. Lap 11 under safety car. Your guy JC up in first from Macedonia. Tactical in P3. Bray Train P4. P5 for BCP. P6 now for Fury. Because I can in P7. Brad Tay been under the radar but now sits in P8. So promising for Brad Tay. Scotty is 9th and Johnny M4 rounds out our 10 drivers at this point in time. 1 stop for JC, 1 stop for Macedonia so far, 1 stop for Tactical, 1 stop for Train, 1 stop for BCP. Then we've got Fury with 2 stops, Because I Can with 2 stops, Brad Tay with 2 stops, Scotty only with a 1 stop, Johnny M4, 3 stops. Let's look at the tyres then. So yeah, as I said earlier, JC, Macedonia, both out there on worn hards, 8 laps and 5 laps old respectively. Tactical Genius then the first one of the fresh runners in 3rd. Bray Train now sits P4 on 5 lap old hards. BCP then sitting in 5th on fresh hards. Fury did go the mediums, so different for Fury there against BCP and Tactical, which is obviously his rivals here in this race. Because I Can now looking like he's racy today, really does. He's now got a set of fresh hards on in 7th, so maybe not have the pace against Fury on those mediums, but should maybe be able to get in the battle with BCP there ahead of him. Brad Tay again could be good actually here for Brad Tay off the restart. He's got those mediums fitted, so again different to the guys around him. Him and Fury, the only ones with mediums actually now on the car. Scotty and M4 both got those hards on as well. So position changes, we might as well have a look. Well, we're here. Your guy up 3, Macedonian up 4, Tactical down 2, Train up 10, BCP where he started, Fury down 4, Because I can down 4, Brad Tay up 5, Scotty up the 1, and Johnny M4 up 2 at this point in time. Obviously nobody with penalties at this point in time. Good from that point, and I think, just to double check, yeah, Tactical still holding that fastest lap. 1:44.3 now is the benchmark. That could change, obviously, with Fury on those medium tyres. He'll be looking to snatch that one away, and I'm sure maybe later on in the race, somebody else might dip in to try and take the spoils on that one. So lap 12, hopefully we should get the safety car in at the end of this lap. And we can get away with the racing once again here in Azerbaijan. I'm going to have a puff actually, whilst we sit here for a second. Let's get it up. We'll talk it out afterwards. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, the safety car is in this lap. Your guy now has a go at the restart procedure. Got Macedonian behind him, obviously. No tyre advantage. Put back up the tyres actually. Can Tactical get through them, and how fast can he get through them compared to Fury and BCP behind? We will see. So he's gone. Your guy's gone. Good restart from your guy. He's managed to get a little bit of a gap there, so not too bad. Start. Oh, the run here. Are they going to do it before the line though? Yeah, he might have back out of that one. Whoa! Train going deep. He's to run wide into turn 1. That's him out of the situation. Macedonia and Tactical battle, and BCP looking for a move as well. We have got a yellow further back. It's one of the Milwaukee's. It's because I can. That's round. I haven't seen what it is. Trying to keep a eye on this battle at the front, but because I can, definitely round there towards the back. So not a good restart for him. Scotty getting past Bradte. Fury getting past BCP then. That was the battle we were saying. Tactical past Macedonia then up the inside. Tactical's got through. He's now got your guy to focus on. Up ahead, your guy managed to make a little bit of a break on the restart, but Tactical's going to reel him in now. He's going to throw out that rod, cast that line, and reel him in. You'll see that gap close, I'm sure of it. Just keeping an eye on this Fury BCP battle as well. Behind Scotty and Train looking like they're having a good little battle on the restart here as well. Yep, just through the castle section there. Brad Tate keeping an eye on what's going on. Obviously rear gunning for Scotty at the moment. The Barbie guys. Let's have a look then. Fury. Let's flick back to Fury, because Fury is going to look for a move on Macedonian here soon enough. Obviously no DRS at this point in time, but Fury, you can just see there the extra grip he's got on his car, the extra front end he had into that corner, and managing to tuck it in. I hope he doesn't lose aero here. A little bit of rubbers racing. Macedonia smart enough. See that one through. BCP now with a good run on Macedonia, both on the battery, but we're both at that stalling point, and Macedonia actually having a look back at Fury here. Can't get it done, but he had a cheeky look there. Johnny M4 dropping a few spots. Scotty and Bray Train swapping positions as well. M4 then up to 8th. Banana Cake Pie Macedonian is the battle here. Got a virtual safety car. Who was that for? Is that because the can's in the pits? Not sure on that one. Not sure why we have a virtual safety, to be honest. Because the can is in the box, and he did fit a wing, but I'm sure he was already in the box when that was called, but okay. So Tactical have missed that one. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Tactical has taken the lead then, so he did reel in JC and managed to take that away from JC. So Fury now the next one on the hit list. Your guy, though, being his teammate, I don't think your guy will put up any kind of a fight when Fury does make it to the back of him once we get going off this virtual safety car. Macedonia again, I think is going to do well. M4's just DNF'd. Where's M4 just DNF'd? In the castle section. I think he's hit the castle wall. Johnny M4. I think he's hit the castle. I think his car is, yeah, I'm just trying to flick back and have a look, but car's gone before I get there. But judging off the track map, I think it was the castle turn 8, 9 section. It's now causes, hang on a minute, we've now got, why have we got a safety car? We've got a safety car, and I, again, have no real reason why, because I can is quite a way off the pack, but there's no need for a safety car. M4's car was already gone off the track, so don't understand that one. That's a strange call for a safety car, and that's disrupt the race again here. So what does anyone do? Obviously they've only relatively just boxed. JC does use this opportunity to box though, so probably needed to do that. Did JC. Train in as well. Let's hope they don't double stack. They don't, they're okay there. So your guy boxing, what's he put on? He's put on the mediums, yep, so Train putting on a fresh set of softs because I can. Also just that last lap putting on a fresh set of softs. What, we've got 12 laps to go, and I'm hoping, I think they're hoping that they're going to make it. I'm not sure. I think they'll be pretty worn by the time we've got to the end. All right, Johnny L4 in the chat saying he'd had rear wing damage. Obviously difficult with rear wing damage. Need proof of that, Johnny, please, on your damage display. No, that was unfortunate, losing Johnny there at the castle section. So we're down to 9, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 9, under safety car. Well, I guess we can have a look at the positions change. It's not altered too much from where it was before. Brad Tay now taking the spoils up 7th spots in P6. Train, after a difficult race, and he's still having difficulties here, is Train. Under safety car in that castle section, so I'm not sure if the setup maybe is no good for Train tonight, but he's definitely looked, from my point of view, to have struggled a little bit here with this one.
He certainly has a little bit there, Housey. I do apologise for leaving you on your lonesome there for, well, a good 10 laps there or so, mate. But you held the fort quite nicely. But yes, I'm back, mate. Did my best to flick through the cameras as you were talking through them. But we're going to bring this one home, of course. Lap 15, approaching 16 of 26 here, folks. And yeah, just see what the boys have got, of course. Yeah, not too many are going to be finishing this one here, Housey. Very, very disappointing from the group. But I dare say they'll be kicking themselves. A few of them will be anyway. A couple of mistakes. And yeah, no points for them, of course. 9 finishes at the moment here, Housey. With what's that, 9 laps remaining. Well, 10 laps remaining. I'll tell you what. Let's hope there's no more DNFs.
No, let's hope so. So Brad Tate in the box here, just under safety car, looking to do.
BCP in the chat. I reckon he's clocked Pokemon at the moment. He reckons the amount of Pokemon he's played in between safety cars, or during safety car periods, which is phenomenal. BCP's got this habit. Well, I'll tell you what, he's a man of many talents there, Housey. He does like a bit of a text and drive, which is, well, it's good that he's sort of... it's good that he's reined that in while he's racing these days. But, yeah, he's now playing Pokemon and texting. And I'm at the 3rd gym, he says.
I mean, ladies' dream, isn't he? Let's face it, he's a lady's dream. You can multitask.
Well, you can multitask. Oh, dearie me. Spoken, the words never spoken truer other than the married man's.
Yeah, I can't keep up with it, so fair play to the lads. Struggle just to do one thing to keep them happy, let alone multiple things. Jesus. Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's... Oh, well. So, yeah, I dare say the safety car should be in this lap. I mean, it's a long lap, Housey. Bloody hell, it's a long lap.
It should have never been out in the first place, but okay,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, it's the game, isn't it? It is what it is.
Yep.
Can't help it.
Out of our control.
Out of our control.
No, nothing we can do about it. We just have to do what we do the best job we can with what we're given, which generally is, you know, scraps, but we'll work with it. So the safety car is in. Here we go. Like feeding the poor, innit? It's like Codemasters EA feeding the poor. Here you go.
There
You can have a little bit just to keep you alive.
What is it? Please, sir, can I have some more? But anyway, let's get some more racing under our belts here, Housey. See what I did there? As yes, we'll sit with Fury, of course.
Nice.
As we don't like to give anyone an inkling of when the boys are about to go. So yes, Tactical just putting a little bit of energy. I tell you what, you'd be wanting to watch your mirrors. Excuse me, very, very closely. Fury is a veteran. He ain't going to deviate. He's just going to hang in a straight line. And I think, oh, there you go. Tax gone. And great restart from the lad. But Macedonian all over him. Of course, Banana Cake Pie there as well there, Housey. Oh, what's going to happen into turn one? What's going on? He's around the outside. BCP, if you don't mind, before turn one, he's gone deep. Oh, Macedonian snatches it back. And if he's not careful, there's Scotty as well.
Oh, your guy was looking for a move potentially on them both there when they were having a fight. Because I can as well. This is the guy you got to watch. Because I can. He's got fresher softs on. He's looking to make some positions quickly here. If he can, then he might be in with a good shot. Up to 7th at the moment.
I tell you what, he certainly will. He's the lead of those soft runners out there, Housey. JC, as you did say, he is that, well, he's on that medium, of course, but he's got hard runners in front of him. And just look at the power of just how he's able to put that power down is because he can, and he's all over JC. I tell you what, when this DRS is enabled, I reckon JC might be a bit of a sitting duck. I reckon the next 3 or 4 of them will be there, Housey. Of course, he's just got the purchase in those tyres.
Yeah, but obviously look where he is. I mean, that gaggle is your guy's 6th, Scotty 5th, BCP 4th, Macedonian 3rd, Masso, BCP, Scotty, all with the hards. JC, you'd say, with the tyre compound's going to get them. Because I can on the softs, might get them all. That's what I'm looking at.
Well, I mean, if anyone can, it is.
Oh, the inside.
Deary me, that got a bit rough. But JC getting it a little bit wrong there, and I tell you what, because he fancies this, he's around the outside, JC side by side. What's going to happen here, Housey? Someone's got to give. Oh, who is it? Oh, JC. JC lifted. Oh, but he's got him again. JC side by side and bang, up into P6. JC because he can. And they'll be loving this, but look at Bray Train hanging there in the background. And he fancies a bit of this as well, but we'll flick back up to the top because it's BCP and Masso. Oh, old sparring partners from season gone by here, Housey. And doing a phenomenal job of these boys.
Because the can's got not a bad run out of turn 2. I tell you what, your guy's got some straight line pace on that car. Really has. Woof. He's on fire with straight line speed, but this battle from Macedonian is all the way down to 7th. Ray Train can still see it, but this is Macedonia now. I think is just starting to feel the pinch on those 12-lap old hards. I mean, I'm not saying they're knackered, but compared to the guys around him, he's struggling big time.
As we do welcome Drop Tass into the chat. Well, thank you very much, mate. And good morning to you too there, sir. But yes, a very tough one for the drivers around here. Macedonian doing his thing, but can he pop his cherry on his return here, Housey? He's got, what's he got? 8. So. Don't jinx it. He'll be hanging.
I think he can hold.
I tell you what, look
if he holds all these guys,
look what he's got to contend with.
I'm going to buy him and send him a beer. Because I can making the move on JC. Not quite JC's wide though, because the can's got a bit squirrely on the power there, side by side again through the section of the track.
Oh, this time because he can. He did, he certainly did. And these two, it's happening, Housey.
BCP's got the run. Sorry, BCP going for 3rd off of Masso. Scotty also coming. BCP, I think, has got it. He's trying to close the door on Masso. He does. Scotty looking at this one as well. So Masso dropping down to 4th now. BCP is away in 3rd. He's got Fury now. Wow, it's 9 seconds up the road. I mean, 1st and 2nd, they've just got to be smart, and I think it's theirs. We'll get to that battle in a minute, but the side-by-side still going on here. Scotty Macedonian up into turn 3. Is that? Oh, Macedonian holds it.
Oh, and because he can, and your guy JC,
Yeah,
I tell you what,
just come from nowhere.
it's all kicking off. These 4 or 5 cars here, Housing, they've been doing battle for
Yep.
well, since that restart. I reckon it's going to go to the flag. Oh, I don't want it to end in tears, but I can't get enough. I cannot get enough. And let's just see what's going to happen here. JC having a bit of a look. Oh, he touches Scotty there. Had to lift.
Oh, because I can. Thank you. Because I can. He's just snatched candy off a baby there. Oh my God. Whew, that was a move.
That was
great racing between this lot.
That was a great move from Because He Can. Moves himself up into P6, and he reckons he can have a bit of Scotty. Have a look at this. Scotty under the pump now too, of course. Look at the softs. The softs are just killing those hard compounds at the moment. He can get later on the brakes, earlier on the power, and let's just see how he's going to tackle this one. Get earlier on the power, straighten her up.
Got it wrong.
Oh, he has too.
He's caused a bit of a pile-up. I think they're all right. Ray Train and Brad Tay having to make a void in action. I think your guy maybe touched the back of Because I Can there, just sent himself into a spin, but not what he wanted. He's got some recovery to do now, 6 laps to do it. So Because I Can, look at this run Because I Can's got. Sorry, just jumping back to that. He's just gone outside of one, inside of the other, or outside, or inside, outside, the other way around. And he's got it done. He's up to P4. That's
Have a look at that. What an absolute move. Because He Can. He's just taken Macedonian and Scotty, and now he can set his sights on BCP. I tell you what, BCP would want to put that Pokemon machine down and focus on these next. He needs to.
Because I Can has got missile lock. He has got missile lock on the back of him. He is coming. Put Pikachu away and watch that mirror, because he's coming. He is coming. Let's have a quick look at the front, shall we, Skate? Tactical doing a good job with the lead of this one. He's got 2 seconds over Fury now. That gap been around that, maybe fluctuating half a second between, but generally about that. So Fury not really being able to make up ground on Tactical, even though he's got the medium tyre fitted. Whether it will make a difference, I mean, they're both the same. 9-lap hold hards for Tactical, 9-lap hold hards for Fury. You'd think they'd probably drop maybe about the same rate, so we'll pick up that one later. This midfield battle now that the guys have got past Macedonia, I think just opening up a little bit now as well. Macedonia was doing everything he could to try and keep those guys behind him. Did well for a few laps there, and it created some brilliant racing.
It really did. It really
behind. But I think that will settle down now. Your guy looking like he's struggling a little bit. I just want to try and check your guy's car here. I'm not sure if he got any damage. He looks visually okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean he hasn't got slightly damaged front end plate.
They say that about a lot of things, don't they?
Yeah, looks okay. Yeah, mate, looks all right. Yeah, I do. No worries at all, mate.
All right. Jesus. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Gap's just stabilising as we did touch. Then we're on lap 21 of 26 here. Only the 9 runners running if you're late joining this one. So the boys that are still running will be happy because it's good points. It's good points. And again, you know, Bray Train is a good example of that. Again, not had the best of evenings, struggled. But, oh, who's that in front of him? Is that JC? It is. JC getting it all wrong into turn 3. And he's definitely got wing damage now. It's not all right. It's not all right, Governor. It's not all right. It's definitely broken. Definitely broken now. So your guy, again, glimpses for your guy. He's shown some sparkle, and then also shown some errors as well. So he's definitely going to need a wing here. He'll be putting the softs on if he's got any, for sure. Because I can now look at that. Caught up to the back of BCP, so this is the battle skate. Because I Can versus BCP, needs to just wait here, do the smart thing. He knows what he's doing. get a good run here on the exit of 16, 17, 18 through 19. Will give you a good run onto this straight, and he's right there. BCP, smart man though. He is a smart man. Definitely on battery here. So because I can, using everything he's got on battery. BCP is on the battery to defend, but not going to be enough, I don't think. Because I can then moves himself up to P3. BCP isn't going to give it up, I can tell you that. But he's got some decent battery level to try and sit on the back of because I can at least here, as does BCP. Your guy does pit then.
He certainly does there. How's he?
Oh, he
Oh,
went for a little bit of a dummy.
What? Oh,
The mind games have started.
Well, that could have ended in tears for the both of them there, Housey. What was he thinking? He's got 4 laps. He's got 4 laps. And you could imagine that those softs are going to start to hurt very, very soon. That's because he can just brushes the wall. He's feeling it. He's feeling it, Housey. And BCP knows this. He's just got to cool his jets and get the job done. Gets that a little bit wrong there, that corner.
Yeah,
yeah, this is the battle, Housey. This is the closest one on track. The only one worth watching, mate. Of course, Tactical has checked out 3.5 seconds ahead of Fury. And there you go. 14.5 seconds further back is because he can. And this is that battle. Because he can, and BCP for that illustrious P3, the final spot on that podium, as BCP just brushes that wall. And I tell you what, mate, I tell you what, this is well, this is anyone's game. This one.
I think now, to be honest, I think BCP, yes, he's got some battery, but I don't know, because I can those softs. I don't know when they're going to stop dropping off. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but actually BCP looking like he's got all right straight line speed.
Well, look at him
Maybe
just eat into that time. Look at him, look at him, look at him. And there you go.
That battery, that's what it is. It's the battery power doing it. He's smart about this one. He does race quite smart in terms of his battery power, does BCP. I think he's just struggling with those hards to be as clean as he'd like to be with entries and exits. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. I know what you're about to say. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Train then boxes. So Train might be looking for a fastest lap here with 3 to go.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Your guy again. We're going to see whether he can do anything about the fastest lap, overall fastest lap we're talking about here, because he has got those fresh softs on too. But yeah, as you say, still the battle, I'm afraid, is just really BCP because I can. Let's have a quick look at positions change then, whilst we've got a little bit of time here. So Scotty up 5 in P5, and Brette up 6 in P7. Ray Train up 5, being in P9. No penalties yet. I mean, we've said a penalty. That's the only one thing. We've said a penalty-free race in terms of track penalties or speeding in the pit lane. I mean, there's a positive, mate. There's a positive. Put that one in the positive pot for us. Hang on. Ching. There we go. It's in. It's in.
Massive negative if there's like 7 DNFs. But anyway, on.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe not enough to balance out those scales of justice.
No, definitely not.
But I was just trying to at least stick one on the side. So BCP, yeah, he is just dropping a little bit back now. If because I can get him out of this DRS zone, I think as long as the tyres go, because I can, we'll probably be able to hold on to this P3. BCP now used more of that battery, just trying to keep in this DRS zone, and that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to keep there. Did he get it this lap? He didn't, so he's just dropped outside here. I mean, not by much. He's just about back in, going into turn 3. Again, this is still just really the only thing on the track worth seeing. There's your guy, JC, with the fastest lap. We did say it might come. So your guy taking that one away from Tactical. 42. Let me just flicked off my screen just as well. I wanted to say it. 42.456 then for him. A bit messy actually, because I can stop 4 times here. I'm just looking at the pit stops here. 4 times and he's in P3. I mean,
That's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. I mean,
ha-
and let's not forget,
yeah.
like, I mean, you've got Fury who stopped twice. He didn't need to stop twice, really. I mean, we do know he loves an aggressive strap, but he did take that option at that first safety car on lap 3, I do believe it was there, Housey, to box, and yeah, he didn't need to. So, could that have cost him? Could it have cost him? I dare say not, because there's been a few safety cars after that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I mean,
different way of thinking from Fury, which is something we've come accustomed to. But nevertheless, yeah, still there in P2, just 5.7 seconds behind Tack, which is a fair effort.
Yep. You know, again, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's been a bit like that with this safety cars scenarios in this race. But I think, yeah, as you can see, BCP now just dropped like 3/10 behind that DRS zone from the back of Because I Can. I think this one's now dying out. The flame is dying, I think, on this one. Unless Banana Cake's got any fuel for the fire here. With 2 laps to go, I don't think he's got enough left in the tank to do anything about it. So I think it's probably pretty much going to be as it is across the line. I mean, Macedonia's 3 seconds behind. Unless there's a mistake, which, let's face it, they could be. Probably going to stay there. Brad Tate, again, 4 seconds behind. Masso has got the softs on, so he's going to pick up time, but I don't think 2 laps is going to be enough, unfortunately, on that one. So, as much as it's been hectic in places, it's also been static in places, and again, unfortunately, this is just got a little bit static, although BCP is managing now just to creep that gap back, maybe Because I Can. His tyres are just starting to go off. Because I Can, still using everything his mama gave him and more to hold that P3. I like that one, yeah?
I do.
BCP, BCP though, has he got it? Has he got it here? He hasn't. Where's the detection line? I don't think he's quite got it here this lap. Can he get it back in that DRS for the final lap though? Tactical is now on his fastest lap, on his last lap, as is Fury. Because I Can about to take the line to start it. Again, I'll stick with the statement. I don't think BCP's got enough, even if he can get there. Getting there is one thing, as you say. Making the move is a completely different situation. Don't think he's going to have enough. So I think on this final lap, then I don't expect to see really any change.
Well, because
So
he can,
actually.
excuse me,
Yeah, go on.
because he can did take out the driver of the day poll in the chat. Excuse me. So yeah, there you go. A viewer favourite. So to take it out. So he's had a cracking race, as the lad, and you cannot fault him. A Group 3 driver, and took a punt on that softs. And look at him, mate. Absolutely keeping pace with the boys. And he's only got a few more corners to negotiate. But I tell you what, we're going to bring this man home across the line. Of course, almost unfaultable weekend from Tactical Genius, of course, living up to his name again, which is great to see. Branding the last couple of corners now.
Sorry, Because I Can's made a little bit of a mistake. It's on. You stick with it. I'm there. I'm watching. Stick with Tack, but BCP has got a sniff. Oh, squirrely from Because I Can on the exit.
I'll tell you what though, Housey, but Tactical Genius crosses the line and takes the win here in Azerbaijan. Great drive from Tactical, of course. Fury will take P2, but the P3, let's have a look. What's going to happen here?
He's going to do it. He's got the battery. He's going to do it. Watch this.
Oh no, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's done it. He's done it. Oh no. No. What a drive there from BCP.
Jeez.
Because he can. P4 couldn't get any closer if they tried. And Scotty P5. Well, because he can, will be kicking himself. Macedonian.
That was all down to battery.
Oh, look at him in the chat already. Zoom. And Macedonian on his return race. P6, P7 for Brad Tate, P1 And JC will take out P8, of course. And Ray Train, or the Train as he's known around the traps, of course. Just for keeping on. You'll get some solid points there, Housey. P9 for him.
Yep.
And good on him. He doesn't quit, does this lad, and it's good to see. So that is the race done and dusted there, Housey. Well, we BCP come home like a freight train in the end. Oh, because he can, must be spewing. He would be spewing.
Yeah. Game gives driver of the day to Brad Tate, but yeah, I think your guy's going to be going into a very acoustically proofed room and screaming quite a lot there after that one. He's going to feel on his knees for sure.
Yep.
But that was smart driving from BCP. You've got to take your hat off to him. That was smart stuff from the lad.
It certainly was, and there you go, Tack spraying that champagne, and I'm sure it does taste phenomenally good. After that one, it must have been a tough one. Those boys at the front were in a league of their own, weren't they, Housey? Fury and Tactical, just no mistakes, just doing their thing. And well, there you go. Let's get to the timing tree, and we will go to the race results, and there they are. There, so the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, excuse me, did go to JC in the end. With excuse me. A 1 minute 42, 4.56.
Bless you.
Thank you.
No, yeah, you have to. I'm going to pull you up on that one. You have to address it 1,000 thanks.
1,000 thanks.
Thank you. It's all right. My kids will do me wrong if I don't make you do that because I make them do that.
Okay, 1,000 thanks.
You don't want to be in their bad books.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. So. Well, there you go, Housey. That's another one done and dusted, and well, we'll wait and see how it all pans out in the wash. But we're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We're going to get our drivers in for an interview, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. All right, Housey, we're back. We've got the drivers in. We've got the top 3, of course, and our driver of the day was awarded by you, the viewers, of course, to Because He Can. But we might start off with our 3rd place man. Housey, talk about a photo finish. Oh, BCP, you were toying with him. You were toying with him, and oh, dearie me, he's in the chat at the moment. We'll get to him in a little bit. But just talk us through that last lap, mate. Just getting that job done. Probably 100 metres before that line.
Oh, just sitting behind him. I was watching his light flash for like lap after lap after lap after lap. So I was like, if I get within DRS range for the last lap, should get the job done. I just flew by him before the DRS was even active. But it was nice to do. It was nice to do a few laps after a year and a half after safety cars.
Yeah, well, I mean, dear me, there was a few there that came out for no reason. But this is the world we live in, unfortunately, there, mate. And yeah, it's probably a race to forget for a lot of the boys out there that did participate in this one. But nevertheless, mate, P3 for you. And of course, does your championship all the world of good. Sitting kind of pretty at the moment there, BCP. Of course, P3 in the championship. And
Shit, I haven't even looked at it for a while, to be honest.
And flying the flag for BPF1, of course, mate.
Was I the only one there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only one to see the line
you
anyway.
Well, you're the only one that made the checkered flag. Exactly right.
The only one that finished?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well
So,
done,
absolutely, solid job
Points
from you,
of
mate.
points.
Yeah, points of points.
Thank you.
Exactly right. So another epic performance, and well, we'll see you next week at Singapore.
Oh, is this far? Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Well, folks, you might get to see him around Singapore, but thank you very much, BCP.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. We'll get to our 2nd place man. Oh, he tried, Housey. He tried and he tried and he tried. Just didn't have enough to get the job done, but P2 he will take, no doubt. I speak of none other than Fury. Another top 2 for you, mate. Just keep clocking them up.
Well, yeah, no, it's good points for the team. Pretty dejected from myself, but really wasn't. It was a great lap in the one shot to put it on pole, and then
Yeah.
found out that the race stewards and the calendar points awarders have screwed me over on that for the first pole I ever get in this league.
But it was mentioned. It wasn't forgotten.
Yeah.
It wasn't forgotten.
No, it was good. Yeah, no, good. Did love the Seb pop up, but yeah, no, I wasn't aggressive enough on the brakes in the sprint race, and tactical got past me, and I just couldn't keep hold of him in the DRS to do anything about it on the last lap, and then. Yeah, tried something different on the strategy. You know, got rid of the softs early like I wanted to, and threw on the hards. But then, yeah, the second last safety car didn't really go my way with it coming out at all. I figured with 11 cars left, it was pretty safe that, yeah, we'd probably get through without one. But whoever the race director was this week's pretty trigger happy on the safety cars. And to be honest, it's probably hurt me this race. I was starting to close up on tactical and BCP on the fresher tyre, so. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll take P2. You know, good points for the team. You know, we got Bray Train getting on the board with P8 and JC home at P9. So, yeah, good points for the team. And you know, clearly we're not really going to be threatened in the team department, considering the lead BP driver has no idea what's going on in his own team. So, yeah, we'll be right. Yeah, we'll try and throw the torch a bit more to tactical next week. But yeah, I'll tip my hat. He's pretty faultless performance. Like I gained like half a second on the last lap, but it was pretty obvious that he was just conserving the tyre, just making sure he didn't put it in the wall or anything.
I think he was just waving to the crowd and just saying thank you very much.
Yeah, just doing his own thing. But yeah,
hope you enjoyed that show.
He pretty much got to 2 seconds out, and I pretty much, my mind changed. I was trying to just eke out the gap to the guys behind. I was like, maybe if I eke out enough of a gap, I'll get a free pit stop and box for the softs. But that didn't quite happen, but it is what it is.
Look, I just want to say, mate, I mean, you sound pretty dejected, but nevertheless, that's a P2. Keep your chin up, mate, of course. Next week is next week, and you're right there and thereabouts. You're nipping at his heels, mate, so it's still on for young and old. And, of course, the team championship, the Constructors' Championship, is the one that you coveted so much. Still doing your thing there, of course. So a good race weekend for you boys, you Cadillac boys, and of course for your good self, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, it's good result for the team, and we'll catch you all next week.
That's it, mate. That's exactly right. So, well, I'll tell you what, Housey, Fury did say it. You can't fault him. You could not fault him this Grand Prix. Tactical genius, P1. I'll tell you what, looked like just doing it for fun there, mate. But Fury did mount a challenge there, as he did say. that last safety car, as he did touch on, hurt him a little bit. Just talk us through it there, bud.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, no, definitely wasn't as easy as making out to me. I was pushing pretty much the whole race. I stuffed up my one-shot quality lap, and yeah, thankfully Phil put it second, and then managed to get past on one of the straights, pushing pretty hard, and then yeah, basically just put it in a quality lap to try and get out of the DRS Fury in the sprint. And then I guess safety cars played a big part in the race and the strategy. I got pretty lucky that it came out when it did. It meant that I could put some fresh hards on and then just roll into the end. So yeah, pretty happy I could stay out in front, away from all the incidents. I know if you're stuck behind a few cars that someone can spin, and it's really hard to avoid at Baku. So
Yeah.
that was my plan, try and stay out in front for as long as the race, and yeah, it ended up working. So can't complain.
Oh, very good, mate. Well, there you go. So, well, you heard it first from our race winner and our championship leader to boot, though, Housey. I'll tell you what, this guy is on fire. Another race win to boot, of course. Tactical genius, everybody. P1, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Well done to the Kozican and BCP and Fury as well. Good racing, boys. And shout out to JC for taking the fastest lap off me. I'll admit that. So I'll just leave that there.
So he did notice. Of course he noticed. Oh, very good. Very good from the tack. And the camaraderie is rife, of course. But we'll tell you what, Housey. I think we're going to pop this guy's cherry right about now, and it's because he can, taking the driver of the day here. I'll tell you what, in his debut season, great to have him on the grid, and that race, mate, did you come alive? And yeah, you surprised us there a few times, having a bit of a look at Fury there into the turn one, and just didn't quite make it stick. But I'll tell you what, mate, that was a solid performance, and a very well-deserved driver of the day. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, boys. A roller coaster, to say the least. Sweating up a storm like in this driver's chair.
Of course, mate. And well, I mean, there would have been a few choice words under the lid, of course, when you seen BCP just breeze by you there on that last lap just before the line. But nevertheless, mate.
Yeah, man, like first hats off to BCP. They put to kind of stuff me a little bit because up until like the last few corners, it was showing that he was a second.
Yep.
He was a second behind, and I was like, yeah, he's still that little bit far away. And then it jumped to 6/10, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gone now.
Yeah. No, but mate,
That was your mistake.
But,
That was your mistake, so. A little bit early, I think, those last few corners, and that just made the gap jump like quickly.
Yeah. Nah, the rears were at 60, 65, so
yeah.
I mean, the track with not much grip anyway. Yeah, she was all over the place, man. But yeah, I'm happy with a podium in the sprint. That was a bit
yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, of course. And well, as the season's rolling on, because he can, mate, you're starting to hit your straps a little bit here, and it is good to see the shackles are starting to come off. You're starting to get used to it, and it's really good to see you put in these performances, mate. And well, the saying usually goes here at SXR, mate, once you sort of pop your cherry in the commentary box, you usually are back pretty soon. So if that's anything to go by there, mate, we'll hope to see you back in the commentary box.
I hope so, boys.
Exactly. So I'll tell you what, well-deserved driver of the day there, mate. Congratulations.
Again, thanks very much. It's very much appreciated.
No worries, mate. No worries at all, of course. Well, that's probably a good place as any to end this one, mate. Anything further to add there, Housey? I don't think so. Okay.
He's on mute, I think.
There, is he there? He's on mute. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're going to end this one. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, we are Southern Cross Racing from us for now. Goodbye.